Here I'm working with the 2 layers of teeth that I just put in to our composite, and you can see that they're dealing with just this area here. And I'm going to take both of these areas, hold the shift key down, select both of the layers, and under my pull-off menu I'm going to go new group from layers, and I'm going to call this teeth. So it puts that group together very nicely in that in a nice group, so I can see it turned on and turned off. The nice thing about the things being groups is when I have subdivided everything into groups, you can take the whole group as in general and bring it down, bring it up. You can also mask it as well, so it gives you a lot of extra parameters. So let's now look at the eyes. So let's scroll down here on our image and we'll zoom out a little bit. And we can see some obvious disparity in size. And I'm really liking what's happening here in the size of her left eye, and her left eye looks a little bit shy and looks a little bit squinty or lazy as opposed to the right eye. So we're going to make a selection of the right eye, her right eye, and move it to the left, and we'll see how we do that here. And the reason I'm doing that first is because I want to make sure I take care of these things that are going to be more shape and content bearing, and the finessing, the color, the brightness are going to be something that I want to be able to adjust in the future, bring the whites of the eyes down. And so I want to do that last. I want to move these shapes first. So I'm going to tap the Q key, get a little bit bigger brush, and make sure I'm at 100%. And now I'm going to select the eye piece. Now I don't want to just select just this big small piece of the eye. I want to go overboard. I want to make sure that I've got enough of the eye because I can mask off what I don't want, and tap the Q key. Now here I have what I'm looking for. Now I go under Edit, Copy Merged, and then Edit, Paste, and it'll paste the eye back. Here's the eye that we're pasting. So we'll call this eye duplicate. And now what we're going to do here is we're going to go under the edit menu and we're going to transform this. And we're going to flip this, and we're going to flip it horizontally. So we're going to get this version. Then tap the V key, and I'm going to move it. I'm going to move it over here. Now I'm going to drop the opacity a bit so I can see the underlying eye and see about where it is as in reference to this. So I want to get kind of close. I can also pull off guides to keep things in reference, but you know, I tend to like to work this way. I'll bring this back to 100%, and now I have got basically a perfect rendition. Now to make this a little bit different, I'm going to hit free transform, and I'm going to tilt it a little bit. I'm going to just move it in, and maybe holding the shift and option key down so it goes back to the middle, maybe change the size. And if I need to, I can hit the warp key up here, up top here, and I can warp this and make this size a little bit different. Just so if anyone's looking to see if there's any disparity, they can check that. Now here I would get a mask and get black as my foreground color, get a brush, and we'll drop this down to 50% flow and about 50% opacity, and I'll start to brush this out. So this starts to blend back in and brings back the areas that are not part of this. Now we have got it for the most part where we want it, but one thing remains a problem here, and it's the catch lights. And the catch lights we're going to deal with in this next lesson, and how to flip them around and make them more uniform so it makes sense to the image.